Hey guys, wanted to give you a March update. Been slowly finishing the build out on this shed. I've finally added the rest of my service and got all the breakers installed I could. So I've added another 30 amp plug on the bottom here. This is a 100 amp panel. And then here's a 200 amp panel, and these are full of 30 amp breakers. So a lot of people ask, like, why don't you just run 20 amp breakers? And I could, but I knew, at some point ASICs would require more power, so why not just run 30s? I know it's kind of, only running 12 to 13 amps on a 30 amp breaker, but on occasions you can kind of split them up, but for now that's kind of what I did. So yeah, I have that all the way done. So I've added, well, I have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 30 amps over there. I have 3 30 amps on the wall, and then one up on the ceiling. Not sure originally where I wanted to go with those, so that's why the location is where they are. And then originally I had my two 24-inch fans, it's like kind of hard to see, plugged in on the walls, and I moved those up on the ceiling as well. Those could be temperature controlled and speed controlled. And then I finished the build out on the 30 amps over here. I wasn't sure where I wanted to put them, but none of these, of course, have a energy display monitor, but they're either plugged into a PDU or I know exactly from the breaker and using the energy monitors that I can tell exactly what's on those breakers. So I did that over here. I thought that was kind of neat. And then if I have any concerns, I always take them off, but I can always plug them into the test bench over here. So it's kind of what I'll do. So yeah, right now I'm waiting on I gotta move a KS 3M right here as well. I'm gonna do that tomorrow. I do have two Ivy-Link BMKSs that are not in this building yet that I'll move into here. KA3 is actually in the house warming that up, so that'll be moved back in here during the summertime. And then I have another Ivy-Link in the garage. And at some point I'll probably switch these out to a more efficient C-coin miner. And then I have a 4 handshake miner over there. It's been doing not that great, but it's profitable, so we'll take that. And the rest top are Kadena, however you want to say that, miners, KA3 units. So I have 8 of them this location. So I do a pretty efficient cost per kilowatt hour here. It's under 5 cents, so it's pretty good. I'll take that. So it keeps me in the game. So now, I'm wondering, okay, excuse me, I have a cold, so I'm trying to get over this. Now that I have the wiring done, I'm gonna maybe add a heat box. Well, at some point I will have a heat box or a hot and cold side. That's how you want to do it, right? Keep the heat away from the intake cold. So before, I'll take it back here, I had a heat box down below that I would blow them into, and then a inline fan with a 10-inch, I believe, inline fan that would blow outside. So that was actually pretty efficient. I monitored the temperature inside the heat box and outside. It really helped. So I might end up doing that still on a couple of them. And as far as the ventilation goes, I don't necessarily have to add the vents or the ductwork system here. Generally you can just, I could place this closer to the fans, or even just have an exit area for the heat but I tested it and I get about an 8-degree improvement in the temperature. So just by making sure that the heat goes where it needs to go. So do that with the heat box or with the heat side. I think it's going to help quite a bit. The problem is I don't know where I'm going to come down at and where I'm going to make access to. I'll probably run it along the top, and then maybe, you know, down the side. I'm not quite sure. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. That's kind of the plan. You know, as these things progress, you really, you know, I don't know what it's going to look like 6 months from now, how many machines I'm going to have or what things are going to look like. Like I said, I have a immersion tank on order, and, you know, those take a while to get here. And so that, I think I'll place that or those right here as well. So, you know, if I can have both, that would be ideal. So yeah, I don't know, tell me in the comments what you guys think, what I should do to keep this heat, if I should keep this heat box back here or not, or get rid of it, or what. So I'm trying to think what else I've done here. But you know, once the power is done, you know, once your infrastructure is kind of built out, then you can kind of focus on more the operation side. So, you know, I think, you know, one of the things I would recommend for the newest miner out there is just to make sure you have good documentation. You know, when you get in the system, when you get in the ASIC machines, you know, write the serial numbers down. Make sure you have replacement parts, PSUs, PDUs, fans, all that stuff. Because when times are good, things are expensive and hard to get. So, you know, that's what I would recommend as well. So, you know, it's even nice making sure you know exactly what machine's plugged into what breaker. You know, that's important. So that's where I'm at. Hope you're doing well. We'll see you next time.